What's up, guys? Sand7 here, talking about Hero Expedition. Alright, you can see right there, that's pretty much an average one. I'm gonna just kind of show you the rewards I get on the game modes, and this is just for my high might account. Of course, the pay-to-play account. But you can see daily, look at what I'm getting. 45,000 plus honor badges, 1,500 shards, that's not refreshing, 2 million plus XP. That is if I am active and playing on my account doing all game modes in a day. So, let's get into the first one, Hero Expeditions. I'm going to have two videos for this. One for my main, one for my free-to-play, because it is two different worlds, guys. Absolutely is. Now, the first thing I want to let you know and tell you about this mode is, don't skip! Do not skip. First, try out the base. See what you can do with it. And there is nothing wrong with 50%ing early on at all. You want to save those skips for as long as possible. You move into something, you see something's going wrong, it's not working out, well, just dip. You see, I had a couple heroes low, especially Pumpkin Duke. He was low, as well as Minotaur. I don't want to lose those guys. And you can go in a base, you can try it out 100 times. As long as you're dipping out before you're losing heroes, you're fine. You can do it over and over and over again. The only limiting factor is the 24 hours in a day and when you start it. And what you really got to protect against is losing critical heroes early. That's what's going to kill you, especially if you don't have a backup. And you can see this one. Well, this one, it's not the easiest raid in the world, but, I'm probably not playing it perfectly. I decided to bring in my Paladin, and he's a Revite, low skill level, but he's a hero I don't mind losing. So I can bring him in, and unfortunately, he doesn't pick up the aggro. Don't lose Spirit Mage. Oh my god. Spirit Mage, come on. Druid. Oh my god, I lost Druid! Okay, that is absolutely just terrible, but high might account, well, I've got options. I'm gonna go ahead and skill him up. I've got lots of books for my brother Druid, my second one. He's got a great talent, so gonna go ahead and just feed him. Get him up to 100. We're gonna skill him up again. With the honor badges I'm getting a day, it's not a big deal taking a second Druid up. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and jump him up to 120. I'm going to cap him there. But I've got to skill him up, too. Because if he's not healing for enough, it's just not going to help me out nearly as much. So, really, a second Druid is very nice to have. A second Pumpkin Duke. Obviously, you can't have a second Spirit Mage. You can't have a second Minotaur, but here I am just flying through, grabbing the experience, because I'm going to take him from what I think was 2 of 9, we're going to go ahead and just get him up to 4 of 9. Now, there's a few things that does for me anyways, which it's going to add might, which might is always good. Might is good, guys. It is still good. When I get to the free-to-play account, I'm going to explain why it is still good, and I don't suggest dropping your might. I suggest keeping your might up. The merit rewards they don't equal dropping your might and losing out on all the other great rewards you could have. Now, I'm playing with my other Druid, and really the biggest pain in the ass is he's on the complete opposite end, and I've got to be careful with the dropping. But other than that, not really that big of a deal. I've still got my main, really there's 3 just absolute beasts in this mode. Of course, Pumpkin Duke, he's a god everywhere but Minotaur. Look at him just absolutely ending that one. Then you got Spirit Mage. Spirit Mage is just an absolute must, because Spirit Mage's proc will just absolutely eat buildings alive. And you can see I'm waiting to bring Pumpkin Duke in. The last thing you want is your Pumpkin Duke with aggro on towers. Now, when you see that happening, all you do is just back out, guys. You can see my Minotaur was in trouble. I just backed out as quickly as possible. And this is really not a good set of Hero Expeditions for me. I wasn't patient enough. I didn't play smart enough. I didn't exit when I should have. Right now, when I've tried to, I've had one time where I just went in and just threw everything away very early. But I think I can finish all 10 of them and do 100% on them. Really it comes to the draw, but so about 75% of the time I'm going to get to R10 or finish R10. And that's pretty good with the rewards that I'm getting. At high might, I actually do get really good honor badge rewards. Like I was saying, I'm getting, what was it, about 6,900? 6,934. That was what I got for this hero expedition, and it was not one of my better ones. It's a lot of honor badges, guys. Basically, when you do it right, it's like having a second boss fight, and that is huge. Anyone at high might will tell you, honor badges, honor badges, honor badges. And so you can see, well, I'm dropping here, and now I do have my other druid paying attention to Spirit Mage, because Spirit Mage, come on, watch this proc. Oh, just taking out all of them. See, 1,000 honor badges right there. And I've still got 4 or 5 skips. Now this one, it looks kind of tough. And a lot of, really, guys, it's troops that make things a problem. And the reason troops make things a problem is because your Spirit Mage and your Reaper are going to target them first, and they're not going to target the heroes. Now, with this one, Minotaur's going to be targeting heroes because they're all flying troops and not ground troops. So it'd help a little bit, but you can see right here, heroes are splitting, but you gotta love Reaper. He's going to be healing himself right there. Just healing away, owning heroes. He does die, but that's okay. I can live without my Reaper. That's the nice thing about having multiple heroes that are high level. Now, I'm not like many of the accounts that have, you know, really all 10 or 12 legendaries that are up there at 8 stars. They're skilled up. Honestly, guys, I have 6 heroes that are skilled properly and leveled properly. Now, Thunder God's leveled properly, but he is not skilled properly. I brought him in on this one because, well, I don't have my Reaper. Now, Thunder God's a 4 of 9, and really, I'm thinking upping that skill. It will really help in these hero expeditions. Now, you can see, run into the middle, hero's still alive, I'm just dipping. And I'm going to go ahead and skip, and oh, look at this beauty that I just found. You gotta love this. Druid? I don't need no Druid. There's nothing there. So I'm going to bring the rest of the heroes in, and then we're going to go through. We're going to wipe this up pretty quick. But you can see the rewards. 1,152 honor badges. I haven't even spoken about the merit badges yet. I'll get into that in a little bit. But really, what this game mode is about is honor badges. And yes, guys, your opponents are harder the higher your might is. But once you've hit a certain hero level and your heroes are skilled enough, quit sitting at low might. Level it up. There's no reason to keep your might low. I'm seeing these people that are in the top 300, top 200, even getting closer at the top 100 in the arena with these epic heroes. What are you doing? Why is your might low? But you had it low before when there was absolutely no reason to. Now with Quest, even more. And oh god, I lose Spirit Mage. Now that's a critical hero to lose. However, got a couple skips left, and I can possibly find some bases that'll work at. Now, this one is one that, well, to me, at first start off, it looks pretty easy, right? Well, looks can be deceiving, and sometimes you'll get the luck of the draw where you'll get raids like you saw in the last one where I got just no heroes and one troop, a guardian, and then all the towers on the outside. That is a freebie. You don't get too many freebies, but you get ones that, with my heroes, are basically freebies. Bases that aren't designed well, lower level heroes, and oh, there's my Pumpkin Duke. And I don't have a second Pumpkin Duke. I have a second Cupid, but it's not leveled or skilled whatsoever. And I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. After losing a hero, that's an obvious skip. When I see 4s on towers, I'm skipping. Now on this one, well, I could really use my Spirit Mage and my Reaper, get rid of the troops and the heroes, because when you have a nice death box, the last thing you want to do is deal with heroes. And that's why Reaper is so important in this game mode. And guys, Immortep versus Reaper, there is only one time in one situation that you should ever farm Immortep first. And that is if you're going up against the boss and you need that extra 1.5 seconds to stun. That is the only time. If you do need that to get to your perma-stun, then yes, farm Immortep first. It'll help honor badge-wise. Now, this game mode, the Reaper is far better because the Reaper will target troops, then heroes. Not only healing itself, yes, you do got to skill it, but guys, you're going to have to skill the damn Immortep anyways. I highly suggest the Reaper over the Immortep, unless, like I said, you need the damn thing for a boss fight. That is it. Otherwise, farm the Reaper first. I get this question all the time. Okay. You can see on this one, well, I'm just basically screwed here. I'm just dumping everyone in. I'm not going to get past R10. I'm not going to grab the 90 merits on this one or the 1,343 honor badges. Going to grab absolutely none of it, but that's okay. This was, like I said, not one of my better ones. I would say this is probably going to be a little below average, but with what I got on this, I will take it all day long. Now, you can see merits. What are they all about? Well, let's go into it a little bit. Dungeon refreshes, yes, that is good, because you're going to average at least one, you're going to average a drop for 250, which is 40 shards, if you're doing the 40 shard dungeon. Or you can spend that 55 to get 10 shards, which, you know, it's kind of equal, except for the fact that if your drop rate is, say, 40% in your speed running. So, you know, that's one to look at, but that one I'm very, very curious about. And, of course, you can re-roll them. Quest rewards, that is where it is at, guys. Save up to 5,000, get an extra quest. An extra quest is so valuable. What you get from the quest, you can see at the beginning of the video, the quest rewards that I had there, it's just too much not to. Be careful, guys. Hero slot, yeah, I bought it thinking, give me another one. No. Complete waste. Got like a terrible amount of gold for it, just terrible. Now, gift packs, you're wondering what this is, to sell them. Well, if you don't need your experience, I don't suggest doing this. I know that's 52,000 honor badges. Wait on your honor badges. Now I want to talk about quests, and the reason keeping your might high is so good. Just look at all these great rewards I'm going to receive from this quest. And this is, you know, maybe an average to below, this is probably a little below average on the number of shards and the number of honor badges total. And I'm going to go through them and do the entire quest because I found that the quests are just extremely fun. Now, I'm just buying as many slimes as I can hold right now, and I'm going to go ahead and feed Cupid. You can see I'm out of shards, and it was after an epic week of farming where I will announce that Niggy and friends did beat Spirit Leaf in the competition, but I've also got to announce the winner of an account that I know the contest ended a week ago, and I am really sorry, guys, but I will get that winner announced and that account to you guys in no time at all. But for now, let's go through and let's do some riding. And really what I'm looking for is mana, and I'm in a hurry. I'm raiding in a hurry. I'm just dropping Frenzy. This is definitely not the type of raiding you do in Hero Expeditions. When I get to drop Frenzy, it's, well, as you can see, game over. Raiding becomes easy, and I'm just being nice by finishing this up because the 6 raids I need, well, they're only 2 stars, but it is polite to go ahead and finish. And right there, every time I'm going to get 2,055 just from that. Then you see the donation. The donation is always over 800 honor badges. Guys, these honor badges really start adding up when you look at all these high might rewards, game modes, and especially if you do them properly. And, well, it has 255,000 anyways. I shouldn't have any problems because, like I said, well, I've got high might, I've got magic, and I'm just bringing Druid in, waiting for the Griffins to go at me. Then I'm just going to dump everybody else in, and come on. There we go. Battery! Battery is always dying, though. And Frenzy's off. Did have to drop a GA right there, but really, it's going to be game over. And proc for me, baby? Oh, didn't end it. I love it when Minotaur Chieftain procs and just ends the entire match. So we're going to go ahead and just grab some more magic. And, well, if I have to choose between GA or Frenzy, it's Frenzy all day. And this is why. Watch this raid. Alright, there's his first proc. When Minotaur procs the second time, bye. Game over. Very quick raid. Not a bad loot total on it. Still going through. Got a few left to go. And 216,000, not bad. And you can see with magic, raiding is just an absolute joke. That is why there's not magic in Hero Expeditions. The only way they could have put magic in Hero Expeditions is if they started taking off merit points, taking off honor badges for actually using magic. And I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad it's no magic. And guys, it's just more evidence that gets your damn might up. If you can't raid right now in Hero Expeditions, forget it. The quest rewards are too important. I cannot stress enough how important getting your might up for quest rewards are. Now, raiding for quest rewards, yeah, can be a little hard at times. If you're at the point where you can't raid with magic, that is a problem. You will need to drop might. And to drop might, guys, it's simple. Just consume your excess heroes. The ones sitting in your towers if you have to. I dropped the hell out of my might on my free-to-play account. And I'm going to show you how much it just does not help in hero expeditions. And for this one, well, we got, I believe, 1 or 2 more raids. Well, this one's easy enough. 200k. And, of course, as always, I love leading in with my Minotaur. And then, God, I love the Reaper. Guys, I have fallen in love with the Reaper. I see the value. I wish I would have leveled the Reaper earlier. I didn't, but, well, here you can see not only the honor badges for these, but the gold. The gold is really nice. Now, well, boom. I didn't farm that. I was rewarded that gold for that one. Well, now we got the dungeons, and this is just at ×1. I'm not speeding this up a bit because I'm just going to speed run. And when I say speed run, guys, when I'm talking about these drop rates they did drop below 40% to 39%, but it's doing this. It's doing this dungeon in about that time, averaging that time pretty much every time. Sometimes it'll be, 7 seconds, sometimes it'll be 13 seconds, but really averaging 10, 11 seconds. And I don't know why, but that drop rate has been consistent, minus the last few days I was actually active in farming, which I believe Friday and Saturday, the drop rates were horrible. I'm probably at 38% now because of that day. It was just disgusting. Well, we've got an HBM left, and leveling some buildings up. I'm sure as hell not leveling anything up on the outside. I need some more HP. I need some more mana, and I do want to just start that leveling up, and this one is just one epic raid. I don't know why I like this one so much, but here we go. Come on. Took me a while to find it, I will admit, but oh my god. And what I'm doing here is I'm zooming out and I'm looking, can I drop Pumpkin Duke anywhere that he's going to go to the middle? Yes. Guys, I did not need Frenzy here, but when Minotaur procs right now, boom! Game over. Yes! And, well, I've got enough honor badges to go ahead and level this bad boy up. And you'll notice that, yes, I do have to spend 75 gems to take my vaults, my gold vaults, and my hero bases to level 20. It's 75 gems per one, but I don't mind. You can see they give an incredible boost to hit points. Now, I don't want to take my mana vaults up. I don't want to take anything else up because of HBM. I want to be able to farm J. Now, I'm going to do a run of J, and turns out to be a pretty good one. Now, there are a couple things that I flipped around. Now, one is just keeping my Pumpkin Duke on the side with my Druid, and the second is I'm using more Guardians, guys, and I'm choosing the number of Guardians I put in each corner by the amount of HP for the total building HP for each corner I have. So, like on that bottom corner, that's one of my stronger sides because of those mana vaults being up there at 18. Well, I've got to kind of put a few less Guardians because the last thing I want is that Spirit Mage being able to proc multiple times, or Thunder God proccing before he gets there. Really, the goal is to let him go through there before they have a chance to proc. But having more of those Guardians will get Spirit Mage. Look, she's going to proc right here. She doesn't touch my heroes. And if she had already procced 5 times from the previous rounds, she's going to be eating them alive. And you can see they're almost gone. J5 spawn coming in on the bottom. Oh, Spirit Mage getting one-shotted by my Reaper. Yeah, baby. And just absolutely owning it. Now, I'm getting better at J, but I'm still just not there. And you can see right there, and then not to mention all the XP. Guys, between HBM, just 2 million plus XP, 45 plus 1,000 honor badges, guys. Get your might up. All right, that's it for this one. Sand7 out.